But nobody, not even the alternative websites, ever said so much as, well, that estimate of 47,000 pounds is obviously out to lunch. It's just like 1% per annum. If you get a legitimate prejudgment rate of 6%, you're looking at half a trillion pounds. To say, wait a minute, I've got a £500 billion claim against the crown. I can fractionalize it and syndicate it through blockchain technology to the world. In 2008, in June, there was an Associated Press article that announced that Prince Charles had decided to pay off a 350-year-old debt owed by Charles I in 1650 or thereabouts. What he did was he ordered uniforms for a battle, and then the king was defeated. He fled to France, and he never paid the bill. So 356 years later, the clothing company is still around that made the uniforms for him, and they were bugging them to settle the bill, at least, whatever. So Charles comes out and he says, well, I'm going to pay the 450 pounds of principal, but I'm not going to be paying any interest because I wasn't born yesterday. Okay, so they avoided the article was very explained all the details, but then it just closed with, according to the BBC, with interest, the debt would have been greater than 47,000 pounds. Okay, now, with interest at a real 6% per annum, the debt in 2008 would have been 490 billion pounds. Okay,
just on that one aspect.
Just on that, for that one 400 or whatever it was, 350 pound debt or 450 pound debt grew to $500 billion in that period, and yet Associated Press can tell people, oh, it's about 47,000, a little more than that, and you're out by a factor of 7 orders of magnitude, or 10 million times, and people don't know that they've been lied to. It doesn't click. Wait a minute, 350 years at 6%, it's going to grow by from maybe 100 times? No, it grows by 10 million times in 350 years. You've got to understand that compound interest will consume anything in a short, if given enough time, it'll do everything. But the thing is that the public all over the world, I spent about an hour on the day of this article appeared on the Associated Press newswire. Reading commentaries and all that, and nobody, not even the alternative websites, ever said so much as, well, that estimate of 47,000 pounds is obviously out to lunch. It's just like 1% per annum. If you get a legitimate prejudgment rate of 6%, you're looking at $500 billion from 450. I was out walking around yesterday and thinking of this, mulling this over about this thing about Prince Charles in 2008. Mm-hmm. And I thought, now why would he suddenly want to pay off this 350-year-old debt at this point, after having been pestered for 15 years by the owners of the clothing company? And it occurred to me, wait, maybe it had something to do with the fact that Bitcoin was only months away. Mm-hmm. Say, now this cryptocurrency, or this whatever they call it, the blockchain technology, would have allowed this guy, if he was sufficiently educated, to say, wait a minute, I've got a £500 billion claim against the crown. I can fractionalize it and syndicate it through blockchain technology to the world. And that's what we're doing under Werex, is we're saying we've got an equity, an unassailable equity claim, because they've already admitted that they stole it from us. You just have to know where to look. But remember, there is no money. There's only information about money. So we can't send a raiding party over to get it back from them, because there's nothing there except computer. There's just information. But all the information is contained in the public land title registries. So if you've got $1 million mortgage in 1980, you would just bring it to, you just trade it for these bonded equity exchange credits.